paradigm, one which will be sustainable not just for decades, but centuries. And Nike realizes that, because of the scarcity of water, the scarcity of other resources, it has become dramatically more efficient, right? It has to become a company that maybe in a couple of decades never uses a new raw material ever again. That is Nike's ultimate aspiration, that you would essentially buy a pair of shoes and then take it back at the end for recycling. And that shoe would be turned into new shoes or new forms of apparel. The question is, how do they get there? Because that is an immense challenge. And to help lead the way, recently Nike invented a form of green rubber, which is essentially 96% less toxic than conventional rubber that they use for the soles of their shoes. Now, most companies would consider that a proprietary innovation. Nike decided that they were going to share it openly, not only with companies in other industries, but even with their competitors. And not only that, they went to other companies like Best Buy, they went to Ideal, they went to Yahoo, a whole bunch of others, and said, why don't we create a green exchange, a place where we can swap sustainable innovations? After all, many of us are out there pursuing these green innovations as companies. Often we're reinventing the wheel. We've got redundancy, we've got overlapping efforts. It's not very efficient. And if we share these, we could move the needle a whole lot quicker. And there would be some complementary exchange. In some cases, they may want to license it for a small fee, but the fact was that they needed a marketplace to share this innovation. Now, people would say, well, what does Nike get as a result of this? Well, it turns out that green rubber is very costly to produce, right? So they want economies of scale. They want other companies and other industries using that same process, right? So they can lower the cost of producing it. So that's one advantage. But they also want access to all the innovations that other companies are doing. So that's the whole thinking behind the green exchange. And when you start to put all of that together, the P&G, the Apple, the Nike, and the other companies that we've studied, you see that three principles really come to the fore. One is collaboration. If you're P&G, you're not just looking to collaborate with the people that you hire full-time, although that